Hey everyone, Big Pauly back for my March Blu-ray haul. That's right, it's about time. Sounds like we're already halfway through April. Okay, we're going to go through the titles that I picked up for the month of March. Right, let's start off with the main chart titles. And we'll go through like CEX and Poundland and that kind of stuff. Right, first title, and these are not in any particular order, it's just the ones that are in the pile first. You know what I mean. Pick this one up. This one was originally due to come out in January, but got delayed because of HMV's problems. John Cho in Searching, which is all about social media, and he's trying to find, is it his daughter that's gone missing? Haven't seen it, but I've heard good things about it. So I am looking forward to that. I do like John Cho, especially when, you know, he's Sulu in Star Trek. Also, another one I picked up, The Dead Have Risen, War Has Just Evolved. It's kind of a cross between The Raid and 28 Weeks Later, set in London. And this is Redcon 1. So I haven't seen this yet, but it does look good. I'm hoping to watch this pretty soon. I do love this kind of like zombie apocalyptic end of the world type stuff. So I'm looking forward to watching that one. Next one I picked up is a great film. Fantastic beginning, especially for your sound system. We're on a zombie fest here. I've got more zombies later. Yeah, really good. This is from J.J. Abrams. Overlord. No, it doesn't normally come with a red case, but I can't remember what I picked up. I think it was Blair Witch for £2 in Poundland, or Pride, Prejudice and Zombies. It could have been one of those. And I swapped the case out, and I think that works really well with a red case. Great film as well. Bit of boxing action now. Second film of a great franchise, which I hope continues. And I think it's actually strong enough now to continue without Sylvester Stallone. Maybe in the next film he could just maybe have a cameo, just a very short cameo, but it can stand on its own 2 feet now. And that's Creed 2. Reintroducing the Drago family. Ivan and Victor. Fantastic. This basically is like Rocky 4 Part 2, and it's a great film. In a way, even though this is Creed, you can say that it's kind of like the Drago trilogy. So you start with Rocky 4, you go into Creed 1, which introduces this character, and then you continue with Creed 2. So I think I'll call it the Drago trilogy. Next up is a continuation of the Harry Potter series from J.K. Rowling. Get your names right. This is the second of the Fantastic Beasts. This is The Crimes of Grindelwald, and I picked up the 3D edition. Look at that nice silver foil there with Johnny Depp down there. And this looks absolutely fantastic, spectacular in 3D. Especially the opening scene with the flying carriage and everything. And I did like this film. I really like this film. It wasn't as good, it wasn't as strong as the first film, but I think it's a good continuation. I'm looking forward to the next part, or 2 or 3, however many there's going to be. Next up is a film that came out in March, but really you have to watch it at Christmas, I suppose. It's The Grinch. Benedict Cumberbatch, and I went to see this with Claire on the run up to Christmas, and we had great fun with it. Really good film, and this is Blu-ray 3D. We never saw it in 3D, so I'm looking forward to watching this in 3D. This also now has a green case, because it originally had the standard Blu-ray case, and I swapped it out. I'm on the hunt for a purple Blu-ray case for the next one. Bohemian Rhapsody. Absolutely fantastic. Brilliant. Watch this as loud as you can, especially for the Wembley scenes at the end. Absolutely incredible. Just the whole Queen music. They just got... I know there's a lot of aspects of it that people weren't happy with about Freddie's private life, but it's mainly a fandom movie. It's praising the band themselves and the music. It's kind of like a love letter to the music, rather than diving into like maybe the darker gritty side. But absolutely love it. Some nice spot gloss on Freddy there in the title. As you see, this comes in a Blu-ray case. I want a purple case. There's only a very few Blu-rays that actually have a purple case. Prince's Purple Rain, I think, has one, the US edition, but obviously it's going to be a slimmer case, so I'm on the hunt for that. So that's the main releases. This one I picked up from a charity shop in Dover for £2. It was Iron Man, the 2-disc edition. Now I had, as I say, this was £2. I already had an empty, unused Iron Man steelbook case from Blue Fans. I've already got the Blue Fans edition, but they threw in an extra case for some reason. So I took the 2 discs out of this. I put the discs into the steelbook, and I took it into CEX. I got about 22 quid for it, I think. It was either 18 or 22 quid. So that's pretty good for, you know, from a £2 purchase. So now I've got an empty case, but I can always pick the discs up later down the road. But I think that was a good trade. Next up is a couple of Blu-rays and a steelbook that was sent to me by my buddy Jamie, and I believe this might have been for my birthday. I can't quite remember. He also sent a note, a very nice note. Yeah, I think it was just sending it to me. It wasn't anything to do with my birthday. He did already send me a birthday present, actually, because I remember I received the Blu-ray of the Cloverfield Paradox and a chocolate bar. He's great. Jamie and Katie are great. So he sent me this. He sent me this little package here. He knew I was kind of like interested in this. So there's a Blu-ray called Extraterrestrial, the definitive close encounter, from the director of Grave Encounters. So it's, I think, kind of like an Independence Day style movie, but or an Invasion of the Body Snatchers. Haven't seen it yet, but I'm looking forward to watching it. I will get to it. He also sent me Minions 3D as well, with a lenticular cover, as I was looking for this. I did actually find one in Poundland, which I threw into the Poundland giveaways, but this is my copy now. And also he recently went to a convention, I think it was the Bournemouth Comic Con, and got a steelbook signed for me for The Witch. You see the signature there, which I haven't seen this film. I have heard of it and I have seen the trailer, and it does look really good. He also sent me this, which is a photo of the actual actress signing and holding it. Kate Dickie, I believe her name is, and as you can see there she is holding the steelbook that she's just recently signed. So that was fantastic, and to have a nice little piece, as you can see up there, I think it's Showmasters, the people who do the event. It's nice to have this as kind of like proof that it was actually signed. So that's fantastic. Got to see that film. Looking forward to watching that film. Okay, so the next pile, which is the highest pile, is Poundland. Some of these are sort of like, I saw it and I thought I'd buy it because I don't know what it's like. You know, they're blind buys. Identity Thief. This one's with Melissa McCarthy and what's his name, Jason Bateman, from the director of Horrible Bosses. Now, I haven't seen the Horrible Bosses movies yet, so I have seen them in Poundland, so they may be the next ones to pick up. But I do like Melissa McCarthy, so that might be a bit of a giggle. And next up we have another film. This one's with Dennis Quaid and Giovanni Ribisi, and I remember seeing this years ago. This is Flight of the Phoenix. This is the remake about the airplane that crashes into the desert, and they have to get all the pieces together, and they actually literally have to build a new airplane or build some kind of craft that will enable them to get out of the desert, you know, to stay alive. So they have to work together. Next up is a Family Guy Blu-ray, which I was kind of surprised to see in Poundland. It's called Something 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 Dark Side. And it's their take on my favourite movie of all time, The Empire Strikes Back. So I haven't actually seen this, so I am looking forward to watching this. We've got Taunton up there and everything, so I'm really looking forward to watching this. I like these spoofs and these you know, these takeoffs of Star Wars. Next one, never heard of before. Some people did say that it's quite a good film. It's got a good cast. Sissy Spacek, Chris Christopherson, Treat Williams, Kate Mara, Charlie Hunnam from Sons of Anarchy, Eric Bana, and the gorgeous Olivia Wilde. And it's called Deadfall. So kind of, from the look of it, I looked at the trailer, it kind of reminded me a bit of that film with Jeremy Renner and Elizabeth Olsen. What was it? Wind River. I think it was called Wind River. And that was a good film. Kind of reminded me of that. And maybe a bit of Fargo. But looking forward to watching that. Next film is a big Oscar winner. From years ago, though. Precious. And a few people have told me I need to watch this. That this is a brilliant film. And it's got some great performances. Just pure character pieces. And it stars, it's Gaborni Sidibe, and I only know her from American Horror Story, but it's also got Lenny Kravitz and Monique. I believe it was Monique who won the Best Supporting Actress for the BAFTA, and two Academy Awards, Best Supporting Actress. Yeah, at the Oscars as well. Okay, so that's got to be some high quality stuff. So I definitely want to see that. Pick this one up. I do have the Green Hornet, but I don't have it on 3D. I don't think I have it on 3D because I've got a steelbook for it. So I'll pick this one up for £2. And really, this needs to be in a green case as well. Going to have to buy up a stock of multicoloured Blu-ray cases. Now, I had the steelbook for this one, which I sold to CEX for a good price, and this was £2, and I thought, let's pick it up again. This is Adrian Abraham Lincoln Vampire Hunter in 3D. So it's got the 3D disc and the 2D. Superb 3D magic, it says. Stunning action. From the Daily Star, although how much can you look into the Daily Star, I believe. But yes, definitely worth a shot. Of course, you've got to have a bit of Nicolas Cage from Poundland. And don't really know too much about this one. It's also got Elijah Wood, and it comes with a really nice slip. It's called The Trust. I thought it was just Trust, but it's The Trust. But yeah, it does look quite good actually. I know Nicolas Cage films really aren't that good when it comes to, you know, the Poundland releases, but it does look good. It's definitely worth giving it a try. It says that it's Bad Lieutenant meets Lethal Weapon. Well, I like Lethal Weapon, but I didn't really like Bad Lieutenant, so it depends on how far I get through the film. Okay, next one, another 3D one, and I did pick this one up from CEX over Canterbury. A couple of months ago. I picked it up in a double pack, but just the regular editions. And I saw this in Poundland, Happy Feet 2 3D with a really gorgeous slip. So I thought, yeah, I've got to have a bit of that. I don't know if Happy Feet is in 3D, the first film, so maybe I'll be on the lookout for that one, but I've got this one now in 3D and it does look really good. Next up, another impressive cast. Jenna Malone, Samantha Morton, Woody Harrelson and Ben Foster. It's called The Messenger. Don't know too much about it. Looks a bit of a war piece, maybe a soldier coming home or something with PTSD. I'm not sure, but that's the kind of message I get from the title and the the image. I could be wrong, but definitely have that one a shot. I do like my war films. And then I picked up 2 movies, both with good cast, good female cast, and this is a chick flick. Both of these are chick flicks, and I don't normally go in for chick flicks, but when you've got chick flicks with Mila Kunis, you've got to pick them up. So I've got Bad Mums, and this is from the writers of The Hangover. Oh, fantastic. The best American comedy since Bridesmaids, it says. Do you know what? I've never seen Bridesmaids. Maybe I should watch that because Melissa McCarthy's in it. And who's the bloke that directed it? It's the same bloke that did the Ghostbusters film. I bet that's a very chick flicky movie. And also, of course, I had to pick up the second one, A Bad Mum's Christmas. So yes, definitely looking forward to seeing that. And it's got Christine Baranski as well, who I absolutely love in The Good Fight, isn't it? She was in The Good Wife and The Good Fight. Fantastic. So yes, looking forward to seeing them. If I don't like them, I'll just give them to Lou and Claire. I'm sure they'll like them. Right, okay, going on back to the zombies from earlier on. This is from the producers of American Pie and Cabin Fever. You'll Be Damned. And I saw this quite a while ago and I didn't pick it up, but something drew me to pick this up, like the really silly, stupid type of movie, like Piranha 3DD and Sharknado. Zombievers. Zombievers. What the bloody hell. But it'll probably be a laugh, and it was only £2. Next up, another film that I think did well at the Oscars, with Jennifer Garner, Michael Cera, Jason Bateman and Ellen Page. Juno. This is a Blu-ray. Yeah, that was crap. Next one, I like a bit of Jackie Chan. And this is not the Police Story series, but it does look really good. And I think it's all in Mandarin, which I've not really got any problems with now. I can follow a good subtitled movie. But it's also in Mandarin DTS-X. Wow, so that's definitely worth a listen. It's a throwback to Chan's Wham Bam action comedies. And it's Railroad Tigers with a really nice slip. So that does look a bit of a good action fest, that does. Lots of trains and guns and action comedy caper, it says. So I'm definitely up for that one. Next one I picked up, it's also a film I've not seen before. But I've always been interested in it because I do like my country music. And this actor is fantastic. Jeff Bridges. Crazy Heart. So I think I'm going to like this movie a lot more now than maybe I did when it first came out. Because I was kind of into a different style of music then. More. But I'm definitely going to crank the volume up on that one. Okay, next one is another beautiful little animated movie with the voices of Zoe Saldana, Channing Tatum and Diego Luna from producer Guillermo del Toro, and I know I've said it wrong. It's called Book of Life, and this has a really nice sweet slip, and look at the spot gloss on that. Fantastic. I've seen it many times in Poundland without a slip, but a few times I've seen it with a slip, and this is a beautiful slip, so I'm glad I've got that. But it does look a good film as well. I like a good animated movie. Next pickup, I do have this one on a steelbook, but I picked this one up from Ashford's Poundland. because it had a really nice lenticular cover to it, and I do like these Liam Neeson action adventures, non-stop. And this is the one that's set on the airplane. So it's an action thriller set 40,000 feet in the air. So yes, I'm looking forward to seeing that again. I haven't seen that in quite a while. Okay, and we're on to the last section, and this is my CEX pickups. So we'll just go through those. Now, this one caused a bit of a controversy and a bit of a stir a couple of weeks ago when I just randomly put this on. And I enjoyed this film for what it was, and it kind of had the same kind of vision, not impact, but it had the same kind of part storyline that Avengers Infinity War had. In other words, half the population of the Earth disappeared. It's Nicolas Cage left behind. And you can look at this. I mean, this is a standalone movie, but I believe they did make the trilogy, because these are based on books. They did make the trilogy on DVD with different cast and that. But I don't know, I enjoyed it. I thought it was quite good. But a lot of people said that it's one of the worst movies ever made, but we all like different things, don't we? Oh, yes. This one I actually picked up from CEX in Ashford, and it was £18, which is a lot for a Blu-ray. But then I looked into it, and it's kind of like, it's quite expensive. It's quite expensive on eBay, and it's out of print, and it goes way back to, like, I think it was released in 2000. Or maybe 2010. Yeah, I think it's a 2010 release. And it's Elvis. And this is the John Carpenter movie, with Kurt Russell playing Elvis. It comes with a nice slip. Unfortunately, when I actually bought it, the silly woman behind the counter decided to use this as basically a table to lean on to write on top of the receipt. So unfortunately, up here you've got a series of numbers imprinted into the glossy hair. But what can you do? I did have a go at her, but what can you do? It comes with a really nice disc with artwork and also smart cards as well. And there's a few of these maybe floating around in various CX stores, but you're not always guaranteed to get the art cards and the slip. So I'm happy I picked that up, even though it was £18, which is quite an expensive Blu-ray for CEX. But I need to see that as part of my John Carpenter series, and give you my take on that. This one, I'd never seen this one, but I like Johnny Depp. He always brings really good characters to life. And it's got an impressive cast. Peter Sarsgaard, Jesse Plemons, Kevin Bacon, Benedict Cumberbatch, Joel Edgerton and Johnny Depp, called Black Mass. And I don't know what this is about, but I think this is about some gangster. Maybe he plays some mob boss gangster. But yeah, I am looking forward to watching that. I'll probably watch that one with my mum, because my mum loves Johnny Depp. This one I picked up also because of the beautiful slip that it's got. This is Monsters, and this has got a really nice lenticular slip. Fantastic. I do enjoy this film. This film was really good. Next one is a movie starring Stallone and Schwarzenegger. There is a second film which apparently is not very good, also starring Stallone, but now with the addition of Dave Bautista. And there is also a third film on its way, and this is Escape Plan. So this is a really good prison film, and it's great to see these two actors back together after, you know, Expendables, that kind of thing. So I will watch Escape Plan 2 because I just want to see if the story continues or what kind of situation they use, because you know he's sent into prison. Stallone's sent into these prisons, maximum security prisons, to check out their security and try and find, you know, like all the loopholes and things like that. The next one is another really nice lenticular sleeve, another zombie movie. So we're doing well with the old zombie fests, and this is The Crazies. Also a film I've not seen, but one that I'm looking forward to because I like my zombie fests. Next one up is an eye-popping bloodbath, apparently. You Will Know Her Name. And this is the remake of the original Sissy Spacek film. It's a story by Stephen King, isn't it? I believe. This is Chloe Grace Moretz in Carrie. So this is the remake, also with Julianne Moore as well. So haven't seen that. Looking forward to watching that though. Okay, we're staying on the really nice lenticular sleeves. When it comes to action adventures, bad language, Samuel L. Jackson comes to mind. And this one has got a sweet lenticular cover. It kind of reminds me of the Blue Fans lenticulars. It's that strong with so much depth in it. Big Game. You can see there. You can look at the sparks and all that, all the flames. You can see the depth. And this is about Air Force One that crashes in the hills or something. And Samuel L. Jackson is the president of the United States. So we can only imagine how much swearing the president does. You mother! So yes, I'm looking forward to watching that one. Next up is a film all about storms. I'm a big fan of Twister and that kind of thing. So I love all these films about tornadoes and shit like that and storms. This one's Into the Storm. And I watched this one actually years ago at the cinema. And I did enjoy it. So I am looking forward to watching that one again with the new, you know, the sound system in the back bedroom, because that's probably going to just kick. Next up, another film that I had years ago. I had this as a steelbook, but I sold it. I want to go back and revisit it because it is a good film. It is brutal, tense and totally gripping. And I just want to go back and watch it again. And I found it for a couple of quid. I think it was £1.50. Jake Gyllenhaal and Michael Pena. End of watch. Some great shootouts in this. Fantastic. And the last one is a steelbook. And I found this steelbook in CEX in Ashford. And I was kind of gobsmacked because I had this steelbook a year or so ago. And I actually sold it. And I kind of regretted selling it, or, you know, ever since. And I found it sitting there for I think it was £8. And it's mint. There's no dents and no scratches. Ex Machina. It's got some fantastic embossing rather. It's just beautiful. Absolute beautiful. And this is pure white, absolute pure white. Yeah, a bit of debossing on the back there. Fantastic. Another film starring a beautiful lady, Alicia Vikander. Wow. But look at that steelbook. That is beautiful. I'm so happy. I'm so glad I've got this back in my collection again, because I always regretted selling it. Fantastic. Okay, so that's my pickups for the month of March. Quite a few. Hopefully I won't take too long to do the pickups for April. We'll be sort of like earlier in April rather than earlier in May rather than the end of May. Plus also this coming weekend I've got my Apple TV 4K / iTunes haul video coming up as well. I know some of you might not be interested, you know, for the physical media people, but those that are interested in my digital collection, my ever-growing digital collection as well, that video will be coming up this weekend, and that will be the iTunes haul for March. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Give it 2 thumbs up, like it, yes, share and comment and all that usual kind of stuff. And don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you all on the next video. Bye.